Been a while. What's
It
up?
definitely has been a while.
What's new?
Glad to have you
What's new
back,
in the
brother.
neighborhood?
Man,
Hey,
nothing much. Just working smarter, not harder this time around, or at least trying to. And today's Friday. Shit, how's your Friday? How's your Friday been so far? We
what's good?
midway through it.
What's good? It's good Friday. Got paid. Trying to do my tags. Just nice. Trying to get this fucking investments going. Cause man, I wake up days now. They're like, shit. I cannot believe I got 2 jobs. Like, fuck. Man, I can't believe it. Cause then again, I listen to Jordan Peterson. Hey, this is the cross I gotta bear to lessen my suffering. You know?
Yeah, and it's only temporary as always. Pretty much.
It's not.
It is temporary.
No.
You said your
Depends on what.
investments, right?
No, but I mean, because the suffering's always gonna be there. If right now it's just the suffering of me putting up with another job. After those investments come through, I mean, there's gonna be something else. You know?
Is time also something that you can invest? That's
sense?
almost a rhetorical question.
In what sense, though? I mean,
You can be investing time into the grind for the financial now, so it's not something later that you'll be doing, which is why you're doing your investments.
oh yeah, everybody should.
So
do
that's
that.
what that
For
yeah.
sure. For sure. I mean, cause like a squirrel, man, you gotta get ready for winter, and there are some hard winters in their lifetimes, you know.
So stack up on your nuts.
Hey,
fucking
reals.
squirrels.
For reals, you know. And it's not even stack up, you know. Just because if you just stack up, then you just running around all year stacking up nuts for 3 months.
Oh, you know what? I like that.
You know.
I'm a add on to that because there's a saying that my uncle gave me from ninth grade. Either you plan ahead or you're just planning to fail. And shit, sometimes we're always looking like because, oh, yeah, we woke up, that we're going to wake up. And just the cycle's going to continue to where time is something that we take for granted. So again, like I said, you grinding smarter, not harder right now, even though you are putting a lot of time into the grind.
You wake up, but do you? Are you up?
Well, I know I'm up because when I get up now for the last couple of weeks, I've been getting up doing push-ups. So my heart rate, adrenaline, and all that shit's up. I know I'm alive because I'm in pain. Pain means I'm hurting. And, you know, it is what it is. But yes, I'm up. I get up and get the blood flowing.
But what are you doing to lessen that pain? What are you doing for your tomorrow to be better than today? Would be the best question. Because that's the best. That is what everybody's looking for. Everybody says live for today, but yeah, live for today so you be ready for tomorrow.
If it comes, if you're blessed with it.
If it comes is a big question. Most certainly, you know, for the most part, most people have a certain tomorrow, you know, unless you something fatally happened to you today. Of course, you know, something can happen in your sleep, but for the most part, that would be a random act of God, let's call it, I guess, right? Okay. Summon you to death. But I mean, everybody goes to bed expecting that they're gonna wake up. You know, like, oh, I'll just do that tomorrow. I'll just do that tomorrow. And that, you know, because they say, you know, that saying you shouldn't leave for tomorrow what you can do today. Yeah. It's not only because, oh, you could do it today, and it's because you need it for tomorrow, you know. You know, so the longer you prolong it, the less knowledge that you have. School's the best example right now. You know, you going to school, high school, whatever, got your homework. If you do it the first day that you get your homework, then you got the whole week. But I mean, I used to be doing it in class. I don't know what.
You see the amount of homework kids are getting nowadays. I don't know if they're raising, if they're raising college students or if they're raising the president of the United States. I mean,
See, the thing is that it doesn't matter how much homework. What's the point of all the homework if what they're giving them is junk? Did you see the video that I sent you about the lady reading the homework that her 15-year-old got?
Mm-hmm.
So,
sorry for the shortage of words. We do have another guest as of Mary Jane with us.
I don't know, man. This is getting crazy. Man, I do think that a lot of people need to listen to Jordan Peterson because
his logic is it's spot on.
It's because it's so like he says it, he's believable because it makes perfect sense. If you're depressed and everybody's telling you, oh, you're just fine how you are, you're not fine how you are. But if it tells you, hey man, you're going through some shit, yes, but you're not everything that you could be because you yourself could do something about it. Don't expect somebody else to do it. You get up and do whatever it is that you know that you gotta do to be the best you that you can be.
I'll go back and answer your question then. What am I doing today to make tomorrow, I guess, lesser or easier or better? Shit. I don't talk about it. I just do it. I can't put it into words because it's all in actions. I don't even want to speak my actions because speaking it means nothing. If you're not doing what you say, then don't say shit, and just do it like Nike. So, that's kind of how I've been really moving like a wave at night while everybody's asleep. It's moving even though you don't hear it.
There's this guy on YouTube, Andrew Tate, fighter. I'm not sure if he was a boxer or MMA.
Tate?
Yeah, T-A-T-E.
What about him?
Well, he's like giving motivation speakers how to be like a man, or his type of man, I guess.
Oh, I was thinking Russell Peterson. Beat up, man.
What he considers a man, because I agree with a lot of things that he says, but he said this one thing that goes. What were we talking about?
Well, you were talking
about
Tate.
Before that, what was the subject?
The subject matter was basically being a man.
No. Fuck it off.
Reverse.
No.
Freeze. Can't remember what we was talking about.
Yep.
New subject.
Indeed.
Well, today was I did a little thing earlier today.
What?
And for me, and like I said, my work field, you've been there, done that, so you understand the homeless turn-ups right now.
Mm-hmm.
And today, I got a homeless who was just like, almost looked like they were half dead, because they were like just on a good one, like they were on some shit. So they're going through the trash and everything, and kind of harassing people.
Mm-hmm.
I just instantly grabbed the biggest water and a muffin, put my name on it, went outside, gave it to the person. 30 minutes later, the person comes back like it never happened with the muffin all over their face.
Of course.
And I was like, hey, I just came out here to talk to you. She's like, I gave you a muffin. She's just like, it was you that gave me the muffin? I was like, yeah. I was like, it was that good? She was like, yeah, that muffin was hella good. Can I get another one? I was like, I got you. They're $1, so I got you. But it was just funny, like, she forgot. And I don't know if she was just trying to play me for a free one or she was just really on a good one. A little
bit of both.
Really on a good one. But, yeah, the turn up of the homeless situation or whatever, and especially in the area that we work in and everything, it's just kind of crazy because it's like, I get it. Homeless gravitates more towards, like, money areas because, they feel like it's an area where they'll get more handouts and stuff. But I just don't get how much of it is now, and it's hot as hell during the summer too.
Hey man, that's the plan. Cause
I do not know where the splitter is.
how you gonna tell me that we could provide so much help for other countries? I mean, I get it. I actually don't. Cause again, if you help your people first.
I found the missing piece of the puzzle. Sorry for shortening the.
Cause it's sad.
What
It's
you're
sad.
saying.
It's sad. No, you know. And it's true, you know, there's no rich people that go unless they're really that evil. That goes and sees the homeless people and says, you know, good, I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing, because everybody blames the rich for the homeless, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which ain't, you know, it's fucking corporations. It's this fucking debt sharks and shit. The government that they steal your fucking taxes. But whatever.
I have a question.
Cause see, why can't I choose where exactly my taxes go? Education for the kids, cool. What type of education? Gardening.
More so physical education.
History.
Oh, okay.
You know, psychology. Since young.
Shit, economics.
Economics, indeed.
Shit, let's get back to really teaching kids people skills too. Because there's a lot of ain't shits and assholes and
for that, people skills.
Kids.
People skills are learned amongst your colleagues. That's what.
Mainly the high school kids.
That's what play is. When you're playing and you get into fights, that's your colleagues checking you. Hey, this is not acceptable for social. So it goes, as Jordan Peterson says.
In certain situations, yeah, but in bullying situations, it's different.
That is because the bully has his little comrade. If the rest would bully them, check the bully. And then how the bully is needed too, because the person being bullied needs to learn how to stand up for themselves. So again, the bully doesn't really bully somebody that stands up to himself. They go out for the weaker one that seem that like they're not gonna do nothing.
It's funny because throughout my life, a lot of people tried me because I was short.
Exactly.
But it never worked. It never worked.
Exactly.
There was somebody who actually was trying to be funny.
Never left.
There was somebody who was trying to be funny, and Instagram has this thing to where you can ask anonymous questions. Mm-hmm. So somebody had asked my sister an anonymous question. Now, again, I have a sister that's a year younger than me, so we went through high school, mm-hmm. Together and everything. So somebody said something basically like, "Oh, I would have scratched you if it wasn't for having respect for your brother in high school." And my sister said exactly what I would have said. Oh, if that was the case, my brother would have held my backpack happily for me. And it was just funny because even to this day, like, some people just don't leave that high school shit in high school.
People don't grow up. They just get older.
Yeah.
And see, because people I don't know, man, but you need to experience some hard times in your life, and that's what makes you change. Because other than that, life seems too good. And like, hey, good for you if you haven't experienced anything, but
yeah, without trials and tribulations, there's no growth.
Unfortunately, it's coming. If you had perfect health for your life, cool. But time catches up to everybody. And so hard times are coming. Even doesn't matter how protected somebody thinks they are. Which sucks, but it's that, it's how you face them that makes you. and you gotta face them. Because otherwise, they just get stronger, and you get weaker and smaller, and you freeze up more when you're trying to face it.
Well, it's like a mistake. If you never learn from it, you keep on making it. Learn from your trials and tribulations. It's kind of like, I guess, adding chinks to your armor, or adding like, or just like toughening your skin up. Or just being able to freaking, I guess, understand any situation that happens. Sorry, casually getting some Mary Jane ready. If you can say one thing about yourself that you did today to push yourself further than what you were yesterday, what was that?
Nothing actually felt because I ate some pastries.
You ate pastries.
Yeah, so
You meat eating man fell to the Swedish Danish, the bond. The bond. You fell victim to the
yeah.
bond.
So I mean, today was an okay day. I mean, because I already paid for it, and my stomach killed me already. So I went through that.
The bond always wins in the end.
And again, it doesn't. Again, it does not.
Now,
oh, perfect. Now I remember what I was gonna say about Andrew Tate. See, talking about coming around. So he's talking with that. Remember that one chick that was talking to this other guy with the eyes and the hair?
oh my God, this is not happening.
It's on.
This is not happening. It's happening.
So it's on YouTube, and they go on a date, like it's on a blind date, and the guy's wearing a Gucci bandana.
Yes.
And they're going, and the chick is fine.
Yes.
And he goes,
he over intimidates her throughout the date and stuff like
yes.
that. I know what you're talking about.
She goes out with this guy, and they're having a conversation. Now I guess the conversation comes around up to sex, and he says, that as a guy, if you say you enjoy sex, and it hit close, man, because it really did, and you're a liar. It's not like he goes, sex is not fun. Sex is a chore, and it's true. I feel that's how I feel. It's not like I don't enjoy it. It's like he goes, it's like eating food. I'll eat when I'm hungry, but once I eat, that's it. It's not like I keep craving it constantly.
Okay, because I was gonna say the chore reference doesn't make any sense, but that reference
it is to me.
Does. Because
it is to me, because trust me.
Because when I think about it, it's like I think of, if you're using that reference, I think of like, okay, washing the dishes. If washing the dishes and sex are compared, like that's what he's trying to like link because it's a chore and stuff like that. I don't see that, because
why not?
You enjoy the pleasure of sex.
You
don't
sex.
Enjoy washing fucking dishes.
You enjoy seeing a clean sink, though.
Okay, the ending part, I guess.
And what is it that you enjoy about sex, if not the ending part?
Put in work. Put it in the dirt.
Hell no. So, in the Drew Carey show, Drew Carey's dad is going through some divorce or going through some drama, some shit with his wife, right?
Okay.
And it's because the husband hasn't given the wife an orgasm. And he goes, and they're talking about it, right? Andrew, Drew Carey and his pops. And he goes, man, I'm old. I just want to lay there and get mine. That would be enjoyable to me.
Oh, just you laying there.
Just exactly, and getting mine. That is an enjoyable sex.
You don't enjoy You don't enjoy them enjoying it?
For that, I could just eat them out. I don't have to be all hip this, thrust that,
But
angle this.
You don't enjoy the physical pleasure? I'm kind of confused here, brother.
Again.
Yeah, let that Mary Jane hit the brain. Get it right. Get it tight.
What I enjoy is busting a nut.
Okay. So another part. Not even the beginning. Not even. See, like, now we're definitely getting into adult conversations.
So.
Go ahead. Yeah. Make it make sense for me, brother. Make it make sense for me. Explain to me how it's a chore.
It's like a workout.
Okay.
It's a workout.
I get what you're going. I get. Okay.
For the next day, I'm fucking fucked up. And remember, I could fuck my hip up.
But you...
yeah, I enjoy going to the gym too.
Okay.
I mean, I don't go to the gym.
But you enjoy it if you go. Okay, I feel
when I go, I enjoy it.
Okay.
But again, to me...
It's like, I don't have sex. And that's why, when I have it, I enjoy it.
And that's why...
Okay.
That's why I tell... I'm looking for one. Again, that's why I tell these females, I'm not looking for a one-night stand. You know? Because it's not hard to get a one-night stand. Especially nowadays, because everybody's so free. So
let me make this funny then. You looking to wash the dishes every night? You looking to see the clean? You looking to have a dirty sink, and then you have to bust the suds and all that stuff and everything, and then at the end of it,
you know what would make sex enjoyable?
What?
You know what would make
this washing, is definitely Freestyle Friday.
You know what would make washing the dishes more enjoyable? You know what makes going to the gym more enjoyable? When you have a constant partner. So you guys are washing the dishes together as a couple, you know, as a little group. You guys are splashing each other. Okay. Having little fun. When you guys are having sex, you know, you guys are a little bullshitting around. Not just, oh, I'm gonna fuck this bitch because I'm getting some.
So this went from singular to plural now.
Because you're telling me what's so enjoyable about sex. What makes it a chore? It makes it a chore that I don't know this person. Now I have to.
But you know your dishes. Whether you dirty them or not.
Yeah. No. Because at that point, you know, if it's a different chick every night, it's not your dishes. It's somebody else just throwing their dishes there. And you're washing.
Okay, so now this is kind of taking another dive. Because it's like the whole fucking multiverse for MCU right now. You just fucking... No. Because you just Loki killed fucking...
No, so you have
and
sex.
Now it's all over the place.
What's the point of sex?
It's a dual pleasure. Or at least, if you're asking me the question, I can't answer this question for any and everybody. You're asking me the question, I'm going to give you my answer. For me, it's a dual pleasure. I enjoy getting mine, but I enjoy giving her hers. I enjoy making...
Okay.
So yeah.
So... it's just a physical pleasure.
And it's a connection, too. Of course, you're connecting and everything. It's a deep connection. It's an intimate connection. It's a two coming to one.
That only works if you guys are in a relationship. Other than that, you're just washing dishes.
Well, that's the only time a nigga's having sex, really.
Is it? Is it? Because, I mean, everybody out here's having sex.
Yeah, for different reasons.
Pretending they ain't. And see, that's the problem. So, I go out, meet this chick. We like each other because, you know, she's drunk or whatever it is that going out about. Maybe she's sober. She just happens to like how I look that day. Mm-hmm. You know, because I got a cut, maybe put on some pants and a collared shirt. Mm-hmm. Next day, I'm in sweats. Oh, fucking whatever. It's, man, just...
So let me ask a question. Let me ask a question then. You think the appearance is really what it is? Because you just basically said you went from being basically blue collared to being casual fit. You think that's gonna change your personality?
No.
You think?
But
now you're basically saying, "Oh, she's reading the book by the cover."
That's what everybody does. No matter how much they say that, oh, hey, you read somebody by the cover. Oh yeah, I'm interested. I'm attracted to a person.
That's initially, yes.
Then you get to know them, and again.
And if there's no connection after that.
But if you're just looking for that physical pleasure, I'm just trying to bust a nut, which is the end. I don't need to have sex. I could just get some head. And I will be equally satisfied. And it would be pleasurable.
Or just singularly satisfied. Well, it depends, because there are girls who like to give the sloppy toppy.
Again,
but yeah.
It was just about men. Because the women think that men enjoy sex as, much as they think that we do. But I guess, I'm sure when you're young, yeah, because, fuck, you think you're never going to have sex again.
Young men are like jackrabbits.
You're going to tell me that you actively go out and search for some pussy like if you were younger?
Absolutely not.
Why not? Pleasure. Take it for smoking.
Oh yeah, I can rip that shit up easily. Smoking and going out, those are two different things.
How different are they when it's a pleasure? The route to the end might be different, This way I'm just smoking a J and I'm not busting a nut. But I am relaxed, I am content, I am sleepy. So how much different is it?
Okay. Your analogy at the end was on point. But I don't like, for me.
See, yeah, it's a pleasure.
One, I don't go out. Two, if I do go out, it's never even the intent of meeting anybody at all. Exactly. And even if like, oh hey, what's up? Whatever.
Quality time.
I'm gonna live in that moment and not try not to make a longer or bigger moment from it.
See, I don't want to have sex with just a person that I just because I enjoy it. Who I want to have sex with because, one, to reproduce, which is the main point, and two, because here's the thing. With the shit the thoughts that I know about semen retention and everything, my end goal in sex, I guess, would be, if I bust the nut, it would just be to reproduce. Other than that, it would just be for her enjoyment, which for me would be a workout.
Okay, now how you bust it down makes sense right there.
Because releasing that energy, remember, your child is your idea of the better you that could have been. So you try to make the child the best possible person that it would, because you couldn't for yourself. So your child is, a clone in a sense, because you're trying to form him the best way that you could. But so yeah, I understood when you say, some. I'm sure it wasn't all man, because you say, if you still see sex as fun, you haven't had enough sex, which I understand. But I agreed with it, like, I understand I ain't out here just looking for pussy. Because if you're out here just looking for pussy, it's just to stroke your ego and to say that you've been able to sleep with so many women because of some delusion that I guess that makes you more of a better man.
Now, a question. What if you're a person? What if you're a guy or a girl who goes out and meets people and has what they call platonic, like sex, casual sex or whatever with people? What do you really think about that? Like a person who like really like just puts themselves out there with no like emotional attachments and stuff like that. Because I kind of think that's kind of weird.
If you're a guy, I guess it's easy for a guy because it's just another notch on your belt that you can say, oh yeah, I've had a lot of sex. You know? It's good on your ego because you feel yourself desirable. But again,
do you believe that fresh and fit bullshit that men are more desired with the more women that they conquer, and women are more desired with the less people that they've been with? Do you believe that? Or do you believe in equality completely in that area?
Here's how I see it. It's not that men are more desirable because they sleep with a lot of women. It's because a lot of women want to sleep with him that they're more desirable.
That's where I thought they kind of like lost that.
They're in, and the other vice versa. Yes, a guy doesn't want a woman that's been around for nice words.
For lack of word. Yeah.
No, because there ain't no lack of words for sure. No. But because in a sense,
he don't want to thought.
In a sense, that's I don't want to say that's the only thing they have to offer because it's not. It's not, and it's not supposed to. But to me, it signifies that they're willing to hold off to just commit to one. And again, that goes vice versa to the other guy, on the guy. Just because you could choose to sleep with a lot of women, just because you're wanted by a lot of women, doesn't mean you should sleep with a lot of women. Mm-hmm. It means that you should be man enough to say, okay, pick one and stick to it. Like the man that you are supposed to be saying that you are, pick one out of them and stick with it. And stick. Follow your word. Stick.
Yep. It's like the analogy that I say a lot too.
And that's what would make it equal. Because the man has the potential to have. Okay, this is tribal times. Best warrior gets to pick of the virgins. Okay.
Yeah.
Picks the virgin and they make the family. They make a better warrior.
Yeah.
That's supposed to be how it goes. But so now, if this warrior falls off and starts
what, mass producing?
No. I guess breaking his word. Remember, this is chaotic time gods, which in gods would be your conscience. Something with karma would come around and mess and pretty much curse the whole tribe because he just broke his oath.
Yeah, his vows.
And remember when you pray to God, man, Jordan Peterson made this so fucking amazing. Praying to God doesn't mean that it's just a whim to ask, like, God is some magical wish giver, like a fairy that just grants you
fucking
get ready for
excuse my
language,
God
for
being
the fucking
mentioned.
get ready for the prom or whatever, right? Make your dress. You know, remember when you pray to God, it's because it's the last resort for you've tried everything. You're on your knees, literally, because life destroyed you. You know, and the last thing that you know is just gotta pray to a higher power, and that's when things start clearing up. But you've lost everything. You know, that's why you're on your knees. It's not just because you get on your knees because it's just the custom.
The thing to do.
So when you break that oath, that's when you're cursed. And so that's when tribes happen. And so it's the same thing now. It's just, now it's all that is being confused with some other shit it's fucking insane.
Well,
I don't know what's going to happen, but yeah, you know.
To add into what you're saying, it's like your full dollar bill. You shouldn't break yourself up into 4 quarters and give 25% out to people. Give $1 because that's what you are. Give $1 for $1. Don't break yourself up into 4 quarters and give 25% out there. And that's another thing. Like, just stick to, like you said, stick to one. And
and remember that's what makes you stronger, being able to say no to the others. Because other than that, you're just giving in to lust. And you know, I don't believe in hell. Oh, trust me, you believe in hell because you've been there. Everybody's been there. Everybody's hit that point when they just say, you know what, I'd rather die. Everybody's been there. Everybody's been there. And you know why they call it hell? Because that's worse than death. Because you're wishing that you were dying. So what's worse than death? Where you are now, which is fucking hell. But people want to see that, oh, it's somewhere where you go after death. No. It's somewhere you live now. In the present. Unless you make it. You know, like, you know what? I'm in hell. What did I do to get me here?
Let me
where did I go off
to get out of here?
Where did I go off? And you know, maybe it's because I cheated on my wife, who I had promised that I was gonna be faithful to. Or something way before. Maybe you promised yourself that you weren't gonna do something. You know, I promised myself that I wasn't gonna smoke for the next 3 months and I failed. That's your punishment to yourself.
Yeah.
Because remember, you're made in the image of God, not in the sense that you look like Him, in the sense that you could decide like Him. You know, to do the right thing or not to do the right thing. And it's supposed to be that God is always making the right thing. But again, you know, and here's the thing that Jordan Peterson says that God, how he explains it, it's so amazing. It's again, this is tribal times. We all live in one tribe. God is the tribe. Because remember the saying, it takes a community to raise a kid?
Mm-hmm.
Because that your community is your tribe, and everybody sees what your kid is doing, and everybody had a right to say something because they were
a
the
part
community.
Of the tribe.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And we have to check you so you work along with the tribe so the tribe flows. You know what I mean? Flourishes. There you go. So the community, in the sense, is God because they see everything you do. And they judge you. And they're merciful, yet sometimes they're
the judge, the jury, and the execution.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And it makes a lot of sense when you put it like that. Like, holy shit, of course. You go out with your tribe, and they're going to see if you made a mistake while you're hunting. They're going to come back and tell everybody. And look, this is what happened. So now how do we judge? Are we going to kick him out? How bad was his mistake?
So, as of right now, how the tribe is for certain people, my question is this. Do you believe that the people that see you on a daily basis are people that can say when you're out of pocket in certain places.
Your friends should tell you when you're out of place. Your family should tell you when you're out of place. Random people should be able to tell you, like, hey, you're acting out of line. And a lot of people do. They stare at you weird. Those
The energy.
weird energy is doing, hey, if we feel awkward around you. Again, so nowadays it could just be a Karen, so it's kind of hard.
My sister just dealt with a Karen today. Well, she dealt with a couple Karens today. It was hilarious. I told her to tint her damn windows for her car.
But I mean, but again, these are our soft times. People think they're going through hard times. It's not that hard. Everything's just soft right now. Everything. It's funny that everybody blames the 1%, right? You know that we're in the 1%. Everybody in the USA is part of the 1%. In global comparison.
How so?
Think of it. Oh. Compared globally, where is the best place to live? Who has the most money? There's poor people here. The poor people here are richer than anybody in Africa or in...
Well, not anybody in Africa.
I mean the poor people in Africa. Because the poor people in Africa
are
you're
talking poor about people. Poorness and different... Okay, I get what you're saying.
So, everybody here is... Everybody could get an education. But, again, everybody just compares to the rich that are here.
Yeah.
But, compared globally, everybody's in the 1% here. Everybody's so cushioned, which is so true. Man, he says nobody thinks about it. They just go into the house and flip on the switch. And, oh, look, the lights are on. It's a fucking miracle. But you don't think about it. You go out. It's warm. It's so comfortable that everybody, that to an extent, there could be a bunch of people in the store, and most of the time, nobody goes crazy. Nobody's hitting nobody. That's how civilized it is before now. It's shit. Before he goes, before, what was it? Before 19 something or 18 something, the families used to live like on $1 a day by today's time, by today's dollar. Yeah, talk about hard times.
In high school, I used to live on $1 a day for my goddamn sidekick. Yeah, that's crazy. And think about it. Back then, I'm talking about a portable cell phone. Back then, I don't even think. Yeah, not even think. Just think about me trying to compare this time to that time. There's no comparison. So there shouldn't really be no complaints. So I hear what you're saying. There
shouldn't be no complaints by nobody. Just do what you
do better.
Do what you have to do for you to be better. Don't. Oh, but whatever. If you're man, if you got some like me, right now my job, I feel I had to say something. I didn't want to lose my job, so I said something. Now I'm living the adventure, like Jordan Peterson says, And again, I told him,
You said something about job. Sorry to cut you off. I have to add this. Just like how I said, what was it, like a few days ago or last week, how I may have mentioned, I don't want to say complaint at all, because it wasn't a complaint. I may have mentioned about, like, certain pay increases over here and over there. And it wasn't mine. And I got out of character because that's one thing in life I never done was like pocket watched on other people. Like I'm not in other people's pockets but my own. So worried about somebody else's income, outcome, whatever, is not my thing. So I've been blessed by not doing anything and just playing my position. Just playing my position. So it all worked out for me as far as the working thing. I just got to get more experience in certain areas, but nevertheless, it's nothing to stress.
I'm completely lost.
Oh, you are? Good. I was talking in riddles because I have to.
No, because I mean, I get it, but I don't get it. Why did it bug you? Was my...
Because I wasn't thinking right. I wasn't thinking right.
So now what
it bugs me because I unfortunately allowed someone else's anger and frustration to anger and frustrate me. And that's when I wasn't thinking right. And that's why it was only a subject once. Because after I went to sleep, woke up, and sat with myself and thought about, dude, you've never paid attention to other people's pockets. So why did that even get to you then? Does other people's pay any of your stuff? No.
Do you okay? Do you feel you deserve that raise? Maybe that's what bugged you. It's not that you were watching pockets.
At that time, I felt like, based on what was said, it wasn't. No, I didn't feel like no. I didn't feel like.
Come on, he's walking around the bushes thing.
No, I didn't feel like. It's not that. I'm trying to be more direct and specific, and I have to give content. So, no, I did not feel like I deserve it, but how it was framed to me kind of was a little insulting. If you want me to be
okay,
that's how I felt. I didn't feel like, oh, I deserved it, because if you want to be honest right now, the person who informed me overly deserves it. So it's not even about deserve or nothing like that. I was just more so, what the hell? More so about not the thing, just more so how it was brought to me more so. So that's what it was. It was never about that, because then again, like I don't pocket watch. So like someone else's increase does not make mine decrease. But it was just based on the content of how it was told to me and how it got me in the wrong state of mind, not the right state of mind.
So you weren't saying that though.
I wasn't. That's what I'm saying. I was in the wrong state of mind at the time, so of course I wasn't saying what I'm saying right now.
Right now.
Well, I couldn't say that because when I was trying to explain myself, you were saying don't beat around the bush, and I was trying to give content on what I was thinking.
No content.
I wasn't thinking right at the time. Now, being honest, shut up, head down, eyes and ears open, and just work.
Do you think you deserve a raise?
Do I think I deserve a raise?
Based on okay. So yeah.
Ooh,
so
this is super Freestyle Friday. Keep going.
Say, how it was.
Excuse me.
Portrayed to you, right? What was the word you used?
Yeah, portrayed to me. You can say that.
I'm stoned,
How it was presented to me.
There you go. Thank you. How it was presented to you. Do you think, to comparison on your work ethic, do you think, because that's the insult, right? Like, oh, okay. What about me thing? Like, so I'm not. You're telling me they're doing for me. So they told me, come over here and we're gonna give you above and beyond if you change. Now they didn't give it to me. Now you're not doing above and beyond work. I'm not doing above and beyond. So it's ain't about to hustle. It's not even about that. I mean, it's just hey, I want to see results. But again, I don't know, man.
Well,
but again,
with
back to
minimum
you.
wage going
So
up, that could
I
have
don't,
been
I
it.
don't care about that. I don't believe in that. So yeah, back to is that what you meant? Because how I felt like, oh, you're telling me that I'm not going above and beyond with all this shit that I'm doing. I'm not taking my breaks. You're telling me I'm not going above and beyond. Because that's how I felt.
Yeah, I'm not taking my breaks to work even more. That's
no,
what you're
but
saying,
I'm
right?
asking, is that how you felt? Like, oh, really? So you're telling me that I'm not going above and beyond? Is that, is that kind of like how you? Because
What I want to say to clear it up in certain terms, to just cut it off and then just move on. In a lot of situations, you just gotta shut up and wait your turn. That's how I want to leave it. You just gotta shut up and wait your turn. Because everything that happens in the dark will come to the light. So just shut up and wait your turn. Just shut up and wait your turn.
That's true.
And that's all I did, and that's all I'm doing. So when it comes around the mountain, it will come. And yeah.
See, but
I'll just be patient like I always am.
Here's how I'm seeing.
That's why I said I got out the character.
Here's how I see it. Because again, they didn't come on, but then I started thinking, why want a race from this place? Why not just? I mean, I got a second job, but not because, oh, I want more money. More like I need to stop working quicker.
Yes. So, which means I have to put out more content. I gotta build more following. I gotta be more precise on certain things.
What do you need to do to not need
for you
not
and the
even,
audience?
Not even matter about that. Range.
I'm here to say everything will happen. Everything that's going on in the dark will come to the light. So that answers that question. Because everything that's a question, like when is this gonna be this, and when is this gonna be monetized, and when is this gonna be all that stuff will come with time, because the grind. Period. The one thing I can definitely be is the one thing I always am is patient.
Exactly. I guess now next time when something like whenever you get those little feelings, and next time, you know what? Then I'm gonna put 2-3 episodes out today, 4 or 5 episodes out today, this week, whatever. Instead of going into that little chamber where you went, you gotta change it where you're going to. You know what? Then I'm gonna do this more.
Patrick Star went under his rock.
And,
Yeah, I just said I need to come from under my rock. Sorry, everyone. I'm letting myself down more than anything, but I'm picking myself up. Humpty Dumpty is putting himself back together.
Hey, remember, he was never the right again because it's new pieces. Remember.
New pieces.
Gotta be better.
Yeah.
Remember, you don't build the same Dumpty.
No.
You put a little more hump into it.
More hump.
And do a Humpty dance.
I did a Humpty Dump. All right. We'll catch y'all fools next time, compadres. We out of here.